He's just a good old boy who loves burning rubber and driving fast.
Starting to get fairly late, but happened to look on the old Facebook and I see Holly Springs tomorrow is having a test and tune. Wish I had looked at that sooner. And the thing that concerns me is it is radial prep. If y'all have happened to watch Steve Morris's channel just this week, he talked about little tires, big tires, radial prep. Big tires don't like it, and he's correct. Typically it causes shake. So I text my buddy Jeff, y'all know him, Mr. Jeff Lutz. Assumed he would say, don't take Dentley to a radial prep track. His reply was, heck no, you're a racer, take it. All right, so let's just imagine, and y'all don't beat me up too bad, but let's just imagine we're in between driving from track to track at a drag and drive event. And if you watched the last video, you know I just put pump gas back in here. I have not test driven Dentley at all since we did all the upgrades, the Go Lithium, the Russell fuel filters, the fresh TCI Turbo 400. So what better thing to do than to pump the pump gas back out, put some VPC16 in it, and let's go straight to the racetrack. Apparently that's what we're fixing to do. So, may be late, sleep some other time. Let's get Dentley ready to go to the racetrack. All right, one thing we don't talk about, when we get ready to go to the racetrack, we do this every single run on the top fuel car. Check your torque on your wheels. Really important. I've already checked the front, went and grabbed the big extension because the lug nuts are way up in there on this thing. Check your nuts, people. It's important. You don't want them to fall off. You don't want to lose a wheel. You picked a fine time to leave me. Yeah, we don't need that happening. Got our little contraption hooked up. Power, pump gas coming out. It's like Pete and repeat here. C16 coming up. Come to help? You're late. Millie, did you come to help? Come here. Come here. You got to come see everybody. Everybody wants to see you. Did you hear the fuel pump running? You knew what was going on? Huh? This is a first. I have never put fuel in straight from barrel right in, but that's what we're doing. Putting the good stuff right in the tank. I don't know what we're doing. Radial prepping. You got the old GTO fired up. Cold started right up. Let's see if Dentley will do the same. Got plenty of volts with them Go Lithium. Oh yeah. How about that? We've got Dentley on the trailer. Going in the open trailer. Going by myself, the big trailer, no need. One day trip. Got our travel kit, our little power built tools, cooler, 5 gallons of C16, and the race ramps. Pretty simple. Tied down, ready to go. Not really planning on running the wheels off this thing in no stretch of the imagination, because we just want to make sure that everything we've done is working properly. So that's what we're doing. Get my notepads. We'll make some notes. It's always good to make notes so that you can go back to them. You can make a change and think, oh, I'll remember that. Not likely. I had to call JC to find out what tire pressure we ran at Gulfport, because he did it and I didn't remember. So, got our notepads. We'll go hop in the shower. Got straight out of bed, loaded this up. Let's go. We are here, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Holly Springs Motorsports Park. Let's get Dentley unloaded and see what she does. All right, got a little temperature in this thing. Think about all the stuff that needs to be done. Plugging up our trans brake button right now. See if we can put a little heat in it. And a two-step check. Converter seems a little tight. Took it a little while to get. We got the two-step at 4,200. That took a little while. All right. Here we go. We are running solo today, y'all. It's kind of weird for me, but it was obviously last minute, as y'all saw, that I made the decision to do this. My sisters are going to kill me. Tracy and Leo have a fit because I came without them. But last minute, 6:49 is the quickest Dentley has been in the 8th mile, so we're going to try to go quicker than that. All right, I don't know what Dentley's going to do here, but we're going to find out. I know when we spooled it up, it seemed to spool very slow. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All right, Dentley, let's do our thing here. Dentley, let's see, he's up here and make a good run. All right, the bump did not work. The bump did not work. Spun the tires, y'all. Spun the tires, y'all. To lower the leave RPM because it just blew the tires off. That's okay, that's what we're down here testing for. Thank you. Not really nothing to look at there, y'all. Well, that wasn't what we were looking for. I would say transmission's probably better because it didn't blow through it and slide through there like a top fuel car does with the clutch problem. Not clutch problem, but clutch slip. So let's get the computer out and take a look at it and go from there. All right, going up for test 2. Had the tires at 12. When I got back, they were 12 and a half. The leave RPM was 4,200. I went down to 3,600. Probably, we'll just give this a try. I'm trying to decide, do I leave in second? I called Jeff. Jeff's like, leave in second. I kind of want to leave in first, Jeff. I'm sorry. I'm going to give that a try. If it don't work, maybe we'll lower the tire pressure and try leaving in second gear. No matter what, we're going to give old Dentley another run here right quick. See what it does. I'm not messing with the bump. I'll just stage and go. We're not racing, we're testing. So let's go see what happens. T2, here we go. See if our changes did anything. Who knows? I am not a tuner. That's what I called David Page for. That's what I called Jeff for. They know way more about it than I do. Come on, baby. All we need to do is get off that starting line. See if our changes worked or not. There we go! There we go! That's better. That's better, Dentley, baby. Early shifted 64, 6500. Right on down through there. Perfect. Now let's just see what the old time slip tells us. The shifts were nice and solid. I did not wait on the shift light though. It felt good to me, so I shifted, and I shifted early. Thank you. All right, 665. That's slow. It's quicker than it was at Gulfport, but slower than the last time we were here. So, interesting. Needs to leave harder. That's all there is to it. And I shifted a little early, so. Hopefully the data worked. We'll take a look at the data, see what we got. All right, T3 coming up. We upped the launch RPM 200 from 36 to 38. We also upped the boost controller 1 and 1. might have spun a little bit leaving, not sure. Don't care. Made it down the racetrack. Good lap. Good lap, Dentley. We're going to let you rest. Spend some time looking at data now. I waited till the shift light came on. We're good. Thank you, Dentley, for a good day. Thank you. All right. We picked up a little bit. We'll look at the other time slip and make some notes and compare what we had happen. We're good. Still got good oil pressure. Everything seems happy. Let's go. All right. Obviously I'm back home. Wanted to give a little info as to why the video was a little different. One was the wind was blowing so hard, literally 25 miles an hour. I've got my logbook right here and I've got it written down. Wind speed 25 from the southwest. Both runs we made down the racetrack. And so a lot of the talking I obviously did in the truck because I felt like I was wasting my time trying to talk outside because the wind was even louder than the heater that's blowing right now. That's another thing. 78 degrees on Saturday, Sunday 38. 38. All right, let's get technical, shall we? Well, first, let's finish up. I didn't even talk about what we did on the last run. Let me pull out our time slip for the last run. So, long story short, we went 660 at 105. Let's just go right here and you will see T1, or T2 actually, because T1 smoked the tires. 665 at 104, 660 at 105. So we added 1 pound of boost to the boost leash leaving, and then 1 pound a half a second in. Picked up 500s. But looking there, it picked up almost 160 feet. So I come home, pretty happy with everything, to be honest with you, but not completely understanding why Dentley did not go quicker. We were at Holly Springs. I'm gonna show you that run. So that run, 152 60 foot, 649 at 109. 109 miles an hour is purely, pretty much most of the time, horsepower. Let's throw out Gulfport because the transmission was smoked. So I've been on the phone back and forth with David Page, Mr. Jeff Reed at TCI. I don't think we have anything wrong with the transmission at all. But I don't understand why we're 4 miles an hour slower than the last time we were there. You can hear the thing absolutely ripping on the tires. Wasn't really spinning, but you could hear it ripping on the tires. So maybe that's some 60 foot, but in high gear, it should be back the same. All right, all that aside, I also want to thank, oh my goodness, I've lost his name in my brain. There was a young man up on the starting line at Holly Springs that I gave my phone, and he filmed the videos of the truck on the outside. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That allowed me to show all of you guys what the truck looked like instead of just helmet cam and windshield cam. All right, so my brain is on fire trying to figure out where this 4 miles an hour went. So now we're going to get technical. Some of y'all may or may not understand what I'm going to show you here, but I'm going to show you anyway. Man, the reflection's a little funky. I don't know what to do about it. That GTO is shiny. We'll try. Hopefully y'all can see. So these are, Let me take that up there. Those are EGTs. And this is an EGT. And I'm going to take that line off right there. That is the boost. Let me make that go away. All right. 8 EGTs right here. This is number 8. Obviously lagging. For whatever reason, it's lagging behind. Going to be completely honest. I'm filming this out of order because when I get something on my brain, it's like fingernails on the chalkboard. I have to know, and I can't stop till I know. And I have worked my tail off, and you're going to see that after this to figure this out. And I'll leave that like that. So that run I just showed you where number 8 is lagging, I don't know, but it could be a thermocoupler, the EGT. I'm showing y'all the exhaust gas temperatures. So on that run, number 8's a little laggy. Rest of them pretty tight group. So I'm gonna open up the 660 run. That was our 665 run, and we see something else. So one moment. Okay, so now I've got our 660 at 105 mile an hour run up here. And it's going to be a little hard to see. I know there's reflection, but hopefully you can see it. Just want to explain why we're trying to figure out where our speed went. So look here. So there's number 8. Again, lagging. Looks very similar. All right. Now, look right here. Number 3 decided to act funky. So with all this data, we can see air-fuel ratios about a 0.5 point rich. Timing's a little low. Could that be causing some issues? Probably. But man, I've got some great people helping me. Again, I have wore out David Page and Jeff Reed and of course my buddy Mark Campbell. He's always digging in and helping and kicking in. So from there, now we'll get to the next part of the video. But I just wanted to let y'all know why the video was a little different, because of 25 mile an hour wind. And videoing outside the truck was a waste of time. I did it and you couldn't hear it. But thank you to the young man for filming Dentley on the starting line. And thank you guys for watching. Video's not done. Now we're going to get to what was in my brain that I could not even tell y'all what happened until I dug into this over here. I'm pointing at Dentley. All right, on to the next thing. Okay, sorry about the heat running, but it's cold outside. So we talked about last run, all that sort of stuff, and about the temperatures being low on number 8, number 3 getting a little weird. So what we're going to do, a little health check. Got Dentley warmed up. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is pull the coil off of number 8. I will show you guys. I kind of did a sensor check. I swapped number 7 and 8 EGT, and number 8 still shows low. So I don't know exactly what we got going on, but if my tool will work, we'll probably do a, what am I trying to say? We'll probably do, well, I bet this light's horrible. We will probably do a leak down test. Basically just an overall health check. Number 8, probably number 3 as well. Could be a lot of things. I mean, it could be just, it's a little fat. It's got a head gasket. Who knows? Whatever. Let's dig in and check and see what we find. Well, we are deep off into diagnosis. I've done the very simple compression check. So we were concerned with number 8 because the temperature on it is lower. And I'm pretty sure that our EGT, which is basically a thermocoupler, the depth of it is in a different position than the rest of the cylinders. I'm gonna show you right quick. We are now doing what is a much more conclusive test than a compression test. And that is a cylinder leak detector. So you can see I got the valve covers off. We're on number 8 there. Got both valves closed. There is air from the air compressor hooked up to our device, and that is how much air is leaking through the engine right now. It is about 16%. Is that good or bad? I mean, you would prefer it to be like 0, but we really won't know till we get to the other cylinders, just to kind of see where this engine, where it leaks, how much it leaks. Does that concern me? No. If it was 20, 30, 40%, then I'd have a concern. To be honest, I think we are essentially chasing a data line because of the thermocoupler. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. But let me continue on and I'll check back in. So I filmed this whole thing talking about the leak, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I told y'all, and I'm not even going to show this because it was a mistake on my part. I'm like, number 8 leaks 12, number 2 leaks 12, and number 4 and 6 were leaking 36. And I called David Page. I'm like, man, that's why we're down on power, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking for something to show you. So turns out this leak detector, see it says right there, leak down tester. I've had that since high school. I've had it a long, long time. And David was asking me, can you hear where the air's coming from? And I don't know how many of y'all ever been around me, but my hearing's really bad. Imagine that. So this 1984 model leak tester, turns out, so this is the hose that comes with that. That's the leak. All right, since I'm standing here, number 2, 10%, number 4, 10%, number 6, 12, number 8, 12. Whew. I thought we were fixing not to pull the cylinder heads off this thing because it was leaking in between 2 holes. It's not. We're not out of the woods yet. Got to check the 1357 side, and hopefully that's good. 10, 12, I can live with that. That's decent. It does have gap in the rings for boost, which will make the leak numbers go up a little bit. But overall, 2, 4, 6, 8 side is healthy. Let's check the other side. Whew, I feel better because this thing's got head studs in it, and I don't think you can get the heads off of it without taking the motor out. Not the most, I've griped about this thing not being the most serviceable, partly because if you look, 2, 4, 6. I'm holding this straight across. So you can see number 8's under the cowl. It goes back there. No, Jeff Lutz and Jeffrey did not scoot the motor back for traction. That's how this truck comes from the factory. That's the way all these Dodge trucks are. All right, other side. Hopefully it's good as well. Just thought about it. So how did I fix it? So this hose goes to my compression tester. And yes, it has a Schrader valve in the end of it that I removed, but I used this hose and that fixed my 1984 model leak down detector. Yes, 84 is when I graduated high school. So, all right, 1357 side, here we go. So obviously the other side, I took the valve cover off. I'm going to try and do this side just by hearing when the compression comes up, and you gotta check this. You got to check this with the piston at TDC with both valves closed. So I'm going to hit our little remote starter button and wait for the shh, and then we'll check it. I can't do both and show you guys at the same time, but I'll try. Hear it? There's the compression. So now take our leak down detector, make sure it's on 0, and it is. And we'll know if the motor turns over or not. I'm gonna set you down for 1 second. We need air, but it don't help me with filming my content. There, it cuts off. Number 1, pretty good, looking like 10%, so that's good. Leak down test, so far so good. 5 down, 3 to go. All right, I got our phone propped up. This is cylinder number 3. Here's our remote starter. Hear that compression? There we go. Now let's see if it's far enough to the top it doesn't rotate the motor when I put the air to it. Come on. Plugged in, and looking like 12, 13%. We're okay. 2 more to go. Woo! Motor health, good. Everything is 10 to 12%, so we're good. So, why are we down 4 miles an hour? That's the next question. We'll figure that out. Why did it run, I think, 109 at Holly Springs last year, and it went 105 the other day with a touch more boost? I don't know. But got a lot of good people helping. David Page is awesome. Jeff Reed is awesome. They are going to look at the data, and we'll continue. We know there's more ET here because it just is. It just is. We ain't even got after the boost crazy yet. So, well, I think that I will put a wrap on this video right here. Man, you guys are awesome. Following along everything we're doing here at home. Racing is about to kick up. Poor old Dentley will not get to go back to the racetrack as often or as soon as I would like it to, because I know we're going to continue to make some changes to make it go quicker and all those sort of things. But you folks, all the comments, all the things. Oh, one thing. Boy, in the last video, y'all let me know all about it. But I promise you, I said it wrong, but I did it correctly. The Russell 100 micron filter is closest to the pump. The 10 micron filter is closest to the engine. I said it wrong, and y'all called me out on it, and you're spot on. I did say it wrong. I answered a bunch of them before I went and watched back on the video that I did do that. Anyway, y'all do me a favor and share this with your friends, and that just helps me out. It makes more people pay attention. It makes YouTube pay attention, and it makes the channel grow, and I appreciate that. Dentley's coming right along. I'm not disappointed. I'm really very excited we don't have a hurt engine. We just don't know why we're 4 mile an hour slow in the 8th mile. Could have been track conditions. If you watched the last video, not the last video, this video, you heard this thing just absolutely tearing at the tires. But tearing at the tires early probably shouldn't affect the top end of the racetrack. So it's a learning process. You think about it, Dentley's now got less than 10 runs on it. I'll have to count them up, but less than 10. I can keep going because I enjoy talking to you folks, and I appreciate the comments you leave telling me whatever it is you want to tell me, and I appreciate it. And I have had a little bit of time. I've answered a lot of the comments recently. Business is about to pick up. I'm about to go to the Daytona 500, and I hope y'all will follow along with that as well. Rick Ware has 2 cars, one with a charter, which means it's already qualified with Cody driving. The second car is an open car with Mr. Corey LaJoy driving it, which means it's got to qualify, and it will not be easy. I think there's 42 cars there, and they only take, I think, 36 to 38. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. I'll definitely see you in the next one. Let's go. Stomp on that loud pedal. Thank you for watching everything at the shop. Share it with your friends. See ya.